Now let's talk all things royal, stylish and fashionable. We're going to be showcased this weekend at the Royal Polo Day, taking place, in fact, starting on Friday, running into Saturday in Rustenburg. Love this as well, the theme Back to the Future. We all need to get out and about at the moment, don't we? Especially off the back of COVID-19 as well. We're all looking for something a bit more glitzy. Well, I'm joined by a communications specialist from the event, Tokoloho Ramapepe, and also fashion designer Otiz Seflo on the show. Good morning to both of you. Good to have you on the show. Otiz, obviously you're a fashion designer.
Yes,
I can see that from a mile away. You look lovely as well.
Thank you.
Otiz, I know you've got a couple of models. We're going to talk to them and talk about them and the fashion you have in just a moment. But let me start with you, Toko, if we can. It's glitz, it's glam, but it is for a good cause. We'll get there in a moment.
Okay.
First of all, just tell me about the event.
So the event really, like you said, is about glitz and glam, but it's also about, resuscitating tourism as a whole through sports, through events. Coming from a pandemic, we really were locked up at home. A lot of industries were at a loss. We as an events company as well, one of the industries that suffered the most. So this was an opportunity to say, how do we get back in there by not just saying, let's have fun, let's have a good time, let's dance and look great, but also just saying, let us fix the stuff that were broken during the pandemic.
And is it difficult to get people out? Because I'll tell you why. Because the pandemic was not just keeping us all locked up in our houses, financially as well. A lot of families took a hit. Is it difficult? But you mentioned a company like yours putting events together. I'm curious, is it difficult to get people out to come and to these events?
It certainly is. It's different. It's not difficult, but it does come with its challenges. I think, mentally people are in a different space after a pandemic. They are excited to come out, but some are still skeptical. You never really know if we're at level 5 or not. And then, the numbers keep coming back up again. So there really is a bit of, holding back. But people are also excited to be coming out because they've been home for so long. So it's a little bit of a both, but it is still just a challenge to get people to get comfortable and just have a good time.
We're going to talk about the surrounding schools, Toko, in a moment, because I know that they're getting involved, but I don't want to leave poor Otiz just standing there. We're not going to bring the models in just yet. We're going to end the show with that, Otiz, if you don't mind. I see you've got 2 lovely models and 2 beautiful gowns that you've designed as well. So you've actually got a design studio. You're a fashion designer. You're down the road from us. Where are you?
Fashion designer based here in Parkhurst.
Okay. And for an event like this, do you get a scope, or do you just sit back and go, I'm going to do my own thing?
I mean, you do definitely get a scope. The theme is Back to the Future, so we're playing around with a bit of a vintage touch. And again, it's a polo event. It has to be very glamorous.
And so when it comes to glam as well, I mean, we've got 2 ladies with us, 2 lady models, and I see you're dressed very stylish. I'm assuming this is one of your outfits.
It is one of our
Of course it is.
Yeah.
The attention's always on the ladies, as it always should be, but what about the guys?
I mean, this year we want to do things differently. Hence, even on our ramps and our stage, we're going to be having gentlemen dressed in outstanding clothing. So we're trying to change the thing. And I mean, the thing is, fashion is evolving, and we've seen that men are becoming more and more fashionable, and they're evolving as well with the fashion. Well,
I mean, when you say some gentlemen, I don't think you mean me at all. What if some people say, looks like I'm wearing my dad's suit? This is not my dad's suit. This is my suit.
We can work with that.
We can work with it. We can work with it. We can salvage this.
No,
this is not my dad's suit. All of you tweeting me, it's not my dad's suit. Let's talk about the surrounding schools as well, because let's be honest, polo, horse polo, has an elitist feel to it. There's a lot of money involved, but I see surrounding schools getting involved. What's the idea there?
So the idea is really to introduce the sport to our kids from previously disadvantaged backgrounds, to say, yes, it is elite, but we can bring it to our children. So what we've done is we've invited schools around to bring some kids. This is going to be happening on Friday. This is also part of our CSI project. The kids will come. There'll be a coaching clinic that is run by the Polo Association of South Africa, and it's really just entice kids to say we can have access to that sport as well, to get to know a little bit about the polo, to get to play a bit of polo, and to see if any one of them has a talent or a like for it. And then we're able to then assist and say, okay, since there are kids who are interested in it, who just didn't know about it, how do we then assist them in going forward? Because as you know, it is a very expensive sport. I mean, it costs about 1 million rand for just one child to be able to participate in it annually. So we want to be able to assist in just bringing more kids into the sport from local areas like your Rustenburg townships.
It's wonderful as well to try and break down those barriers, because it is seen as elitist, but it's not to say we can't get youngsters coming in and getting them access into an event like this and a sport like polos, because it's international, it's massive. Who knows the opportunities they could end up with as well. Otiz, I'm going to end up back with Toko in a second. We're going to talk about tickets and availability. Please, can we talk about the gowns? Otiz Seflo, you're with us down the road from in Parkhurst, and these are one of your designs. I'm going to ask the first model, the first lady, to come in. So who do we have? What are we looking at?
Here we've got Lutlove. She's wearing like a more relaxed gown, free-flowing. We play around with the sleeves for comfort. And I mean, it's the kind of dress that she can enjoy throughout the whole day and not have to worry about a dress that's, you know, very tight, very flowy, very elegant, a bit of detailing with a bit of beading. And I mean, for the polo, we'll accessorize with heads and other accessories to make it even more glamorous.
I was about to ask you about the accessories as well, because if I look over the shoulders as well, I'm seeing feathers. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's real feathers or not, but obviously you'd match the headrest and the headgear to go along with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we pay attention to the smallest of details. I mean, even the touches of the beading around the neckline and just to enhance and show the femininity.
As you say, this is all to do with the theme as well, back to the future as well. Got that timeless look with a bit of a modern twist to it as well. Thank you very much for coming in. Let's bring in our next model as well, and also something very different. So the last outfit, very free-flowing and a lot more less fitting, but now this is a very, very different look.
This is more youthful, more playful, very body-hugging, very modern. I mean, it's back to the future after all. So we had to play around with a bit of sparkle and, again, a lot of detail.
How far can you go before it becomes outrageous? I've always been curious to know. I want to ask a fashion designer, and you're one of the leading fashion designers. How far is too far?
I mean, with fashion, it's never too far. There are no boundaries in fashion. It's all about playing, and more playing.
And so now, just very quickly, as I say goodbye to you, and I come back to Toko as well. So these are all custom made, or can someone walk into your store and buy this for this weekend if they wanted it?
Everything that we do is custom made. Yes, we do have dresses on our rails that people can rent out, but it's mostly custom made.
And so where does someone go if they are very interested in your designs, maybe a young designer, wants to be you when they grow up as well? Where can people find your designs, a website or something?
Our website is www.otizseflo.com, and we're also on Instagram, Otiz_Seflo. And they can catch us on WhatsApp, 081-341-4186.
You're very brave to give out your cell phone number to millions of people.
It's a company number. It's a company number, so we still are
all the very, very best to you guys as well. And Toko, just very quickly, tickets still available this weekend?
Tickets are still available. You can go to Tickets Pro. You can also buy them on our website. That is Royal Polo at lutecaeventique.co.za. Otherwise, at Royal Polo across all social media platforms. We're happy to help.
Yeah, it's not difficult to find. Just go Google it as well. Congratulations on the designs. Good luck for the weekend to both of you as well.
So
Thank you for coming in to join us this weekend. Royal Polo Day taking place this weekend. That was communications expert and specialist Tokoloho Ramapepe joining us, and also fashion designer Otiz Seflo joining us here on eNCA. I hope you enjoy the polo if you are going out. How's the weather going to